First, good morning, Mr. Tombstone. Welcome back to Morant's Rants. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Let me slow down. How you doing, boss?
Good morning, Morant's.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for me over to the show. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll wake up. I mean, there's only like 50 of us in here right now. I don't care about the number because eventually these guys who have jobs will watch the show, and they're going to be able to see your collection that you're loading up right now. I saw Rabbit Witch. I tried saying that 3 times real fast. It's really tough. But yeah, this is some spooky ass shit. But I'm with you. Because we support every creator. And my guys already said they like it. So they already typed up. They say, oh, I like this stuff. So tell me something, Tombstones. Go ahead. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Sure. I'm currently an artist based out of Brooklyn, New York, and I've been creating art and music since I was in my teens. The name Tombstones and UFOs came from, I started creating digital collages of fields of graves and nebulas a few years ago, and I would add UFOs in the background. But eventually, I got into some of the AI art tools that are sort of taking a hold of the art scene right now this year. And it's an interesting intersection of technology and engineering to be a part of right now. Of course, if you notice by a lot of my collections, they're heavily inspired by horror and just in general dark art.
Wow. No, I mean, but it's a mixture with video games too. I'm showing everyone right now. I have your collection. I have Player One Up, Demon Arcade, and Pinball. So I see you're infusing the two worlds.
Those were the initial collections I launched with on July 11th when the marketplace launched, and those quickly sold out due to the gaming aspect of it. But yeah, I want to continue kind of incorporating gaming into my NFTs if possible. And in general, I've always been a huge gamer, heavily inspired by Super Metroid back in the Super Nintendo days.
Yeah, no, I saw you were playing last night. Congrats on the world record on beating all the bosses. 5 minutes. That's wild. I played Metroid since I was playing Nintendo, and we had huge. It was one of the games that you had to have. You had to have every system you got. There was a Metroid game released, and you had to have it. That's awesome that you're a gamer. I love that part. This damn series here, this Cyberpunk Demon Kitty. Wow.
Yeah, Cyberpunk Demon Kitty did really well. It's done over 50 in total volume.
Yeah.
And it kind of blew up on the days after the launch. So I'd say about 95% of the entire collection was sold. I think it'll probably sell out soon. And that one did really well. I think it kind of just it struck a chord with the audience for sure.
My God, you have so many collections. You must be so busy. Did you make most of this before the marketplace went live?
Yeah. So once they gave me access to minting, I just kind of started developing a vision for the entire year. I actually have a bunch of collections planned through December. So I'll be dropping a collection every 1st and 15th of the month for the rest of the year. And I'd say most of the images I had it ready to go from day one.
This is amazing.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I try to go with a lot of color in this one too. This one sold really well. Victorian dresses are popular, I guess.
Well, let's listen. I'm not going to just dumb this down. I'm going to actually get into the nuts and bolts of you. First thing is this: your collection is magnificent. You have more time put in than most. I can already tell because I've talked to numerous creators, and I look at their collections and they're struggling trying to get pieces out. Now, I know there's a secondary market for value on these things. That's why I know what you're saying. Like, you got hit hard. People come out, they buy it, you load up. In your mind, when you started this, did you ever think that you'd be loading up as much volume as you have?
Not at all. Actually, on the day of, I was chatting with my wife, and I said, I think I'm going to probably sell like 3 NFTs. I really wasn't expecting the response on day one. This market, this field of technology is so new, so it's very experimental, in my opinion, but it's growing incredibly fast. Ethereum, I think, has a bright future, and it's just exciting to be a part of it.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. More so than that, let's talk it out. So let's see what you did. So to get approved, what pieces did you submit?
So it's interesting. I if you click on Dystopian Gardens, I had posted this particular collection on Reddit, and it's sort of a vision of the future where there's just plants alive in forests, and that was kind of my idea behind it. I think that's what caught the attention of the content team at GameStop.
Yeah.
And out to me via Instagram. And initially I just I thought it was just someone pretending to be them. And I did check, and it was indeed them. So I'm glad they stopped work on Reddit, and I think that's kind of where it started. I posted a lot on Reddit for months, and that's kind of how that worked out.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So let me ask you, when you get the email and you see it's them, and then you verify, how are you feeling?
It was kind of surreal. It also came from a Canadian domain, so I was kind of thrown off by that. So I immediately double checked that, and it all checked out. So I was super excited, and it's been an incredible launch for a lot of the creators. It's been fun actually to also meet some of the other artists and see what they're up to. So it's really created, I think, a community very quickly.
Yeah, you guys are something else, man. I'm telling you, I'm looking at your stuff, and this is absolutely mind-blowing that you really, well, I see you had a collection before, and most people are uploading right now trying to stay current, and I know you're doing the same thing, but if you have it planned out, I'm super excited for you and the wife, like the whole crew, because this is life-changing. This can be. And I think we're at the start of it all. So you coming out, and these pieces are just, man, I'm speechless on some, because I look at every detail. Like I'm not an artist per se, but my daughter is. So I look at like all the details of what they do, and I just think like what's going through your mind like when you're making these pieces. But the arcade rooms look awesome. I love everything you got going on. I know you have the new piece you wanted to feature, your rabbits. God, I can't say it twice.
Rabbit Witch, yeah.
Yeah, Rabbit Witch. There we go. I always say the wrong words. I always try. But more so than that, let me ask you something different though. So you get accepted. You're elated, as you would say. You're at a loss for words, but you didn't know when the launch date was coming. So how are you prepping for that?
They gave us the ability to upload our collections ahead of time. But the day of, I really did have to go in and list everything for sale because I hadn't done that yet. So had to do that fairly quickly. And it's been also a bit of experimenting of what works and what doesn't. I think I'm going for low count NFT collections that are one-on-one for the rest of the year instead of a high volume drop. Like a 50
or 100 or whatever. Yeah, I see it.
Everyone has a different approach, but I think that's kind of my take on it is low quantity releases that are rare and limited. Personally, I'm a huge comic book fan and collector, so I kind of understand how awesome it is to own something that no one else does. And I understand the excitement behind that. So it's something I want to kind of also provide for owners.
Yeah, and you know what? These are reasonably priced. Some of these right here, these demon kitties, I see one right here for like $29. No, you're going to get a piece of a collection or you're going to get a piece of this collection, and there's only like 4 or 5 left, to buy. So I think people find value in the scarcity of it. Absolutely.
Yeah. My price is low throughout the year. I think Ethereum is going to keep on going up. So I want to make the collections a entry point for anyone really, and make it affordable. Yeah,
I was talking to Ordinary Adam, and he agreed that he was going to, and I assume you know who that is. So, but he agreed that he was going to lower his price to match the Ethereum uptick, only because he wanted to make it more accessible to the public. And I'm not telling you how to do your thing. You're actually doing quite well. Wow, I was looking at the stat. I was looking for stats, and you're moving some weight here. This is awesome. So let me ask you: do you have a day job?
I do have I do have a day job. By day, I'm an infrastructure engineer. So I do work with a lot of cloud infrastructure. I've been studying that for a bit now, and I've been working for tech startups for about 15 years. So that's kind of my day job. It's an interesting thing, though, to be using these AR tools. I'm looking to create my own AI art model so that I can create my own sort of open source GitHub repository to offer it to the public that anyone can use. So, being able to play around with this technology is fun to me. It's like a new playground. So I'm just looking forward to creating more. Wow.
So one of your collections right there, the Cyberpunk, is 24th all time right now since being released. I think people should. That's pretty amazing for this new platform that's user based, community based. There's no big names out here. These are all guys driven within the community, and that's awesome. Number 24. So that's something to be proud of, man. I'm happy for you. Great collections. You have a good thing. So let me ask you a couple more questions before we take off, because I always ask these questions, and I know everyone's looking at your artwork right now. And they're commenting.
Definitely.
It's pretty wild. Let me ask you: are you a GameStop investor? If you don't mind answering that.
I'm actually not currently, but looking into buying stock. I'm starting to become heavily more invested in the investment community. I mean, with Ethereum, with Bitcoin, and everything. I'm looking at also just company stocks, and it's something I definitely want to own.
Hey, let me tell you something. That was brave for you to answer that question. You didn't have to, okay? And nothing against you. I just want you to know. So the channel and the viewers that you see right now in front of you, everyone is a GameStop investor, an NFT collector, and that was driven via GameStop. GameStop's changed the way we look at this world. So this newfound world that you're in, I would tell you, you would be invested in yourself. You're the underlying project. So the product itself. So we're going to invest in you. We're going to do the best we can. And I'm telling you right now, I love this. I love this collection. I think it's flashy as hell and so creative. I'm looking at I don't even know how you pumped out 660 kittens. Like, how many do you have?
So it's 100 NFTs, and there was, I believe it was 10 editions per.
Oh, okay. 10 each. All right.
Yeah,
so 10 mints per. Got it.
A little bit higher volume, and I appreciate it, man. I think it's investing in general was something I never really thought about till this year. In terms of just creating a plan for the next 10 years. And with some of the next, some of these companies that are coming out with Ethereum especially, I think that we're going to see a lot of companies build on top of this network. And companies like GameStop that are trying to change and do something different. And I think those are the true winners of all of this is companies like GameStop that are going to take risks, and risks that do pay off in the long run.
Now, let me ask you. Now, I know you're invested with Ethereum, obviously, because you have it now, and it keeps going up. But on your off-ramping any of this, are you able to do that yet, or you don't have those accounts set up?
I haven't touched it, actually.
There you go.
I haven't touched it. I'm figuring out taxes, which are a complex sort of situation right now with NFT sales.
Sure.
So I personally, I like the idea of holding on to crypto assets for the long run instead of just selling it all. So I'm pretty much going to be holding on to it. I'm more of a long-term investor like that. And
welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. We all are. But I ask these hard questions only because I try to get the mindset of you, of an artist, and then what's the creation process for you? Like, how far do you want to go with GameStop? Are you trying to go to other places, or is this your home? And if it is your home, well, welcome home. I tell you, you're one of the founders of this damn marketplace, because you went big, and think about it, you're in the top 25, man, with phenomenal numbers. And that's just with one little collection. You have numerous collections, so I can only imagine total where you stand. I'm really happy for you and your family. This is awesome.
I appreciate it. I really do. And thanks for reaching out. It's been fun, and I look forward to just making more history.
So as you drop your pieces, okay, because I know you dropped the Rabbit Witch one today, I will go ahead, every time you drop, I will restream, I will retweet it, I will get out the best I can. And everyone who's here, because you came on the show, I'm telling you, people are entirely loyal to whoever's come on. I have a feeling they're going to buy more than just one. So keep doing your part, man. I really appreciate you. Anything you want to say on your way out the door, Tombstones?
I'll be buying GameStop stock today.
Oh, hell yeah. It's cheap today. You're getting a good entry price, I'm telling you. At 30, let me tell you, 33.86 right now, 33.84. I think it's a great buy. And that's something you're going to want to hang on to as long as you're making art. That's your underlying asset. You are investing in yourself at that point. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah. All right, man. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You have a blessed day. Thank you again.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.